They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody kill. Hop out, keep the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split 'em. LPN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops Draco. I got 'em all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I can squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I can squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
What's up? King Von, Light Skin Business, Brandon House, Big Dose, all things. Salute. We up in here right now. What's good, man? I said, what's good, fellas? Peace and blessings to you all. D1, salute, King. All my kings and princesses, salute. Boy, we in fight week now. Hell yeah, D1. You want that smoke, you know why. Blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving niggas bleed. Yeah. He said, hop out, leave them holding like the Bible. 815, that's a high-power rifle, fully extension, and don't need no rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. Yes, sir. What's going on with everybody, man? Let me drop this link just in case. Get this shit popping. Get it started. I done probably messed it up already, but hey, it's all good. Like they let me post this link. Bruce Gas, Jazz, salute, King, salute. Okay, I'm trying to post this daggone link. It's trying not to let me. Hold on. There it go. I was talking about the StreamYard connection. I can't stand the StreamYard sometimes, man. Hey, did y'all watch Hitchingson Saturday? Man, Hitchingson, bro. I told y'all, man, he a pure boxer, man. He reminds you of Devin or Shakur Stevenson. But Hitchingson had enough pop on it. I would like to see TJ love boxing. Salute, King. I would have loved to see Hitchingson throw some killer instinct and finish it off. But right now, that man is a superb boxer. Floyd Mayweather messed up. Bomb Squad! Got my guy Expensive Paper in the building with that $20 Bomb Squad holla. Yes, sir. The biggest Wilder fan in the building right now. Yeah, D1, it was boring, but I wouldn't say it was boring because it was the sweet science of boxing. It was the sweet science. I heard a rumor that Wilder might be having a title match coming up soon. Might be having a title match. I think maybe Usyk might be thinking about the Wilder or something. But Tyson Fury said he'll still fight Wilder because he made his biggest money fighting Wilder. So, but Wilder working on a title shot again. Before he fought Hilarious, Alexander Usyk was talking about doing a fight against Deontay Wilder. But after Hilarious went to sleep, man, Usyk acted like he didn't say that. He got missing. He got missing on it. But it's all good. Yeah, you know something, D1? Yeah, it's better when a knockout can come. But, hey, I like total domination as well. When you got a boxer in there that he just outboxes in total domination. But see, that's what makes Tank a complete fighter because he'll outbox, totally dominate, then he'll close the show. See, fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Richard Hitchingson, they slick boxers, but they're not used to closing the show. They're not used to being like Wilder or Javante or like even Bud or Earl. Like, they close the show. And see, that's how you build a fan base. A fan base is when you show that you got the skills to pay the bills, but then you can also close the show. You feel me? Because people can say what they want and want what they say, but in boxing, the one thing that matters the most in boxing is getting knockouts. People might say they want to see a great fight, they want to see great boxing, but we are people that like savageness. We want to see a knockout, period. People pay all that money to go to the big fights to see an extensive knockout. It'd be an expensive paper knockout because they pay all this money just to see the knockout. When people paying all that money to see Wilder, all that money to see Tate, all that money to see Canelo, it's because they paying to see somebody get sent up out of there to the upper room. Yes, sir. They want to see somebody go to the upper room. That's the majority of most. Like a lot of people say, yeah, I want to see a good fight. I want to see a fight of the year. But even if that fight of the year candidate, they still want to see the closing of the show. And I have no problems with people boxing. That's why I love Tank. And I say Tank's a complete fighter. Because Tank, he will box. He will show you everything he needs to show you on the boxing level. Then he closes the door. Salute to my guy D1. He popping up on the building. Salute.
What up with you, champ?
I
You
can't
hear
call
me?
it, Trippin'. I can't call it, man. What's good with it?
Shit, man. Just tapping in a little bit. What you seeing? What's up? You know what I mean? See that Charlo Canelo joint ain't selling out. They struggling to sell tickets. The
Oh, bro,
face of boxing,
that shit
the
gonna sell
face of
out, bro.
it will, but the face of boxing shouldn't have zero problem selling that joint out. It should already be packed out. Should already be bidding on tickets. Tank the face of boxing. That's what that told me.
Yep, but guess what? Canelo's still gonna do a $20 million gate. You know why?
No, dude.
Canelo. Huh?
I seen the reports on it and shit. They're struggling to sell the seats out, bro. And his last joint in Mexico, they had to give out 8,000 seats. They had to give away them shits.
Yeah, that was in Mexico. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing that you'll realize. It's football season right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
starting
you.
NFL football season. And this week Vegas got that whatchamacallit popping off, that indie racing and shit.
Yeah, they'll pack that joint out. I hope so.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that shit's gonna get packed out. But a lot of people just ain't paying till they get there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no problem.
Yeah, I hope you're right, because man, I love Charlo. You know what I mean? Both the Charlos. They're not really my top favorite boxers, but Kid finally gets a Canelo chance. I want him to be as successful as possible. You know what I mean?
But guess
I
what?
want,
Even though they gave away tickets for the John Ryder fight, right? They still did over 500K pay-per-view.
yeah, I don't know if I trust Eddie Hearn's numbers on that shit. I don't know, because now he's talking mad shit like we didn't really make that much money on Canelo. Like,
Well,
you
they
know what I'm
did
saying?
1.2. They did 1.2 millions with Triple G.
I know that. I know that. That's what I'm saying. I think Canelo has lost the interest of the casuals, though. I
Nah, I
think
don't think
box.
so, because
Yeah, man.
You remember he fought? Remember Canelo did fight? He did fight Caleb Plant and did 800K on PBC.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and I hope it does the same, man. I hope they do infamous numbers. I'm
Not
just tired of.
everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Watch
I'm
this,
just tired
y'all.
of. I hope so, but they ain't touching Tank and Ryan. And I'm
No,
sick of the Canelo fanboy channels and shit acting like this dude is the undeniable face of boxing. They act like
but it
it's who
is.
you fought.
They
He
mad.
is the face of boxing. He
Let me tell
is.
you what they mad for, D1. They mad that Canelo signed that deal with PBC.
No doubt. That shit eating
That's
them
why you
up
don't
too.
really see a lot of people talking about it. But this week, you best believe Showtime and PBC about to push this fight. They gonna
Man, I
push
hope
this
so.
fight. And guess what? People gonna start getting fired up, but it's hard to get fired up when you got Miami Dolphins dropping 70 on the Denver
Yo,
Broncos. You feel me?
I, I'm Bill's Mafia over here, so I don't give a fuck about what no man,
Hey,
no Dolphins did. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, Coach. I'm a Colts fan, but you know,
yeah.
y'all division done got tough.
Real quick, real fast, boy. They got to be on their A game. Them divisional games, them 8 divisional games, got hard as shit with
But
Tua and
Miami
them
3
boys.
and 0.
No
Miami 3
doubt.
and 0. They the top of y'all division, but Buffalo ain't y'all undefeated as well.
No, we lost to the Jets week 1. Josh Allen's got a problem with playing there. He always the worst version of Josh shows up.
Yeah,
He
but
turned
you
up
know,
3 picks and a fumble, like at the worst type. But we ain't worried about none of
but
that
see,
because
I feel like Miami's gonna win that division, and I feel like the wild card is gonna be either Buffalo or New England.
New England ain't fucking with us. It's Buffalo and Miami. It's a
Well,
battle
I mean,
between those
New
two.
England just popped the Jets though.
Yeah, yeah, they did. They did, but I ain't worried
Yeah,
about neither one of them. I follow football closely. My son is he's a high
yeah.
school football
I,
player. So I
I just
watch
did a
more
video.
of that. You know what I mean?
Salute,
I just
salute, Al Booga, salute.
Al
Um,
Booger, what up?
welcome 2 Cent Boxing.
What up? What
So
up? Can
who
y'all hear me?
Yeah, you up here with me in D1. You know,
what's
Division
up, two
One.
cent?
This is Division One right here,
It
baby.
it actually stands for documentary one. It's the first page I ever started on YouTube. I follow boxing more than I mean, my son might go D1, he might go D2. We'll find out, but it's
Well,
documentary one. It's my first ever YouTube
boxing.
page.
When it's boxing talk, this is Division One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we talk Division 1 boxing. The everybody here sees me all the time popping
Says
my
C,
shit.
salute, says C.
You know what I mean? Who you think Tank's fighting next though? Gotta be Pitbull. I don't see
Bro,
everybody going
I
crazy
just
with this
dropped.
TO
Hey, I
shit.
just dropped the
I
video
just
about
commented
this.
on it too, two
guess
cents.
what?
I
I've
just
said
I
this
just checked
before,
it
right?
out.
I said this before. Tank just came off record breaking numbers for himself. He did a 1 point. Matter of fact, people don't realize, but Tank did 1.6 million. Him and
Yeah.
Ryan. They did
Yep.
1.2 on PBC, and they did like I think they did 1.4 on PBC and did like 200,000 to 300,000 on the zone. That's
Yeah,
why
they
the
try
zone got mad because the zone was selling the fight for $20 less as well. But see, the zone they got some bull crap work, man. Like that thing a freeze up, cut out on you.
I
Like
just ordered that joint. I just got the zone the other day for the Hitchingson car.
hey, they
I
said
don't really
they,
mess with the zone like that. So
yeah, they
you
don't
know what I
really
mean?
have good. They don't really have good reception and stuff, man. Like it's shoddy. But
Buffering and shit.
yeah, but see, so Tank did about 1.5, 1.6, right? Ryan Garcia had to pay the zone $200,000 out of his own pocket, and you know that was out. You know,
For what?
um, because Oscar De La Hoya made a deal with the zone, and see the zone didn't make as much as motherfucking PBC. But I'm like, man, you just got 200,000 free pay per views. Like you
Yeah.
paid to do that shit. Like you made that's like damn 200,000. That's let's say it was 80. It was let's say it was 80. It was $80 a fight, right? So a hundred
Hmm.
thousand million. So y'all made a free 16 million, but y'all still gonna sue that man. And
Yeah.
see, that's why Ryan Garcia is trying to get away from them because
Cause
Oscar De La
Oscar be
Hoya
lying
got him
about
in
the
a trade.
contract.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
doubt.
Oscar got him in a contract. He's not a the zone fighter. He signed the Golden Boy. But now you see Oscar De La Hoya trying to work with PBC and Al Heyman now. That's why They just got what's the damn fighter they just got that's Rolly's mandatory? I forgot his name.
Davies, Alhara Davies.
Yeah, O'Hara Davies. Soon as he
Yeah,
got to fight Rolly, Austin signed him quickly.
no doubt. That's a smart play though. I mean, I
Yeah.
gotta tip my hat like, yo, let's go get this unknown kid. He about to be the Mando for that strap that shouldn't even be none of theirs. It still should be homies that was caught with the little bullshit, whatever they said. They said steroids or whatever. They all get popped for something.
Albert Pulio.
Puello, yeah. He's
Puello.
champ in recess still. So now Rolly gonna be how many champs in recess can you have? WBA be moving funny as shit,
Well,
man.
See, that's why Tank
the
ain't
biggest
including
fight
with
that's
them
pulling
belts.
up though in the next 2 years, Tank versus Ryan Part 2.
Yep.
That's gonna be the biggest fight. Cause look, Ryan Garcia is looking good right now, bro. Like Ryan Garcia, like he's got a trainer now. He's got a right hand that
No
goes to the
doubt.
body, and he's got he's expensive paper. I'm about to talk about that too, bro, because that's what's about to happen. But Ryan Garcia looks good, and I
You
feel like
think so?
they
What
try
what level of competition would you say he ready for at 140?
Ryan Garcia.
I think he
Yeah.
knocks out a lot of
I,
guys up there.
I think he'll beat. I think he'll beat. I mean, he'll knock out Rolly. Him and Rolly got a pass though, because Rolly beat him up in sparring, but Ryan will stop Rolly. I think Ryan and Tio. I think Ryan will beat Tio right now. I mean, like Ryan's looking great,
What
bro.
about Russell?
Um,
I don't know. Russell, a dog. This is
Russell's a
different.
dog, but I'm gonna tell you like this: Ryan got people forget Ryan is fast and Ryan has some pop, and now Ryan's got his jab up and he got his inside fighting. I think Ryan and Regis would be a great fight. I think, matter of fact, I'm hoping Ryan fights Devin up there. I feel like Ryan
Straight
fights
up.
Devin.
I'm dying to see that. That's
Because
a fight
what?
they should have been made.
This is what people
Ryan
got to
and
realize. Devin and Ryan both came into the league the same. They both was 3-3 versus each
three
other.
and three.
Ryan has faster hands. Devin has better footwork. And Ryan he didn't really fix his boxing skills. He was worried about getting his fan base up. Now this nigga got over 11 million followers. But guess what? Ryan got one thing Devin ain't got. He got that stop and pop and make you shock. You feel me? Ryan got that power.
Yes, sir.
And so I
Yes,
would look
sir.
at Devin at 140 in the winter fight Tank. And that's why I said if Ryan beats Devin Haney at 140 after Ryan gets the belt, Ryan gets that belt from Rolly. And first off, I think Tank is gonna fight Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah,
Like
that's who I
Expensive
think
Paper
Tank gonna
just
fight
said.
next.
And I said this a month ago. I did a video. If y'all go back and look at my archives, I did a video a month ago. Teofimo and Tank, they have long time. See, Tank beat the shit out of, I got the video up where Tank beats the hell out of Teofimo in sparring.
No doubt. I seen it.
So him and Teofimo was going at his sparring, and Tank was destroying them. But one thing about Teofimo, he hasn't got over. That fight with Josh Taylor, Teofimo only got $1 million for that fight.
That's crazy.
His biggest payday was against Cambosis. And remember, he barely. I only think he got 2 million that fight. It was like I think it was barely at 2 million. But that's why Teofimo be tripping, because he doesn't get no money.
He
And
arguably got the best resume at 135.
I feel like Teofimo has the best resume out of the four kings.
Yeah, it ain't no
Yeah,
arguing.
that's what I'm
He's got the
saying.
best. There ain't
Yeah.
nobody can even deny that. It's night and day. I think Tank needs to fight these top dogs to get them numbers, because I think if he fights the top
Hold
guys,
on. TMO Triller. Tank's only like 2 years older than Teofimo, bro.
Yeah, I
And
think Tank gonna fight Tio next. It
you
only
talk
makes
about
sense.
Tio was 15 and Tank was a whole man. I think Tank was like 16, 17, Triller. And Teofimo and them the one that called Tank out. And
yeah,
how
Teal was 15. Teal was 15. Tank was 17, I think, and it
Yeah,
was in the amateurs.
exactly. You see that saying it like that, but what I'm saying is GMO. Um, shit. Look at Camel Boat. He fighting grown men. I mean, if you got it, you got it. But what I'm saying is, Teofimo
How old is
said,
he?
"Who?
Cormel Moten.
I think he just turned like 18 or 7, something like that. He's still young. But
And
they
he
was
pro
trying to get him.
already?
Yep, they was trying to get him a title match his first fight. Floyd was trying to holler at Eddie Hearn for it, but Eddie Hearn didn't want to put the boy up. What's your boy name that he always promoting? GMO Triller say he's 17. Yeah, he's 17. They was trying to have him fight what's the white boy name over there in Europe? The Europe champion. Y'all know what it is, people. My mind slipped. What's the white boy they was trying to get Camille Moten to fight for the belt? And Eddie Hearn, Leigh Wood. There you go. Trillo on point. Hell yeah, Leigh Wood. And Leigh Wood and them turned it down. Leigh Wood talking about, I'll fight you, Floyd. Like, Leigh Wood, how the hell you gonna fight Floyd Mayweather? See, now you clout chasing. And Floyd said he'll put all them, all right, D1, you know how to get back up. And Floyd said he'll put all the money up and he get Leigh Wood his biggest payday. But Leigh Wood talking about, I get my biggest payday if I fight you. Leigh Wood, you not. And then he got the people up in England. They was up there condoning, like, yeah, Leigh Wood, you'll beat Floyd. And all. I'm like, man, y'all people over here in England be crazy. They crazy. But yeah, T.O. versus Tank. Because T.O., his biggest payday was $2 million. He said he wants an 8-figure fight. One thing I love about T.O., he don't care what the hell Bob Arum and him say. T.O. about his money. And T.O. will cross Bob Arum to get his money. And if Teofimo fights Tank, he will get the 8 figures. There's nobody else Teofimo can fight besides Ryan Garcia that will get him 8 figures.
He should fight Tank and then fight Ryan.
That'd be great. You get beat by Tank, then go against Ryan. Tio can retire after that. He'll get paid like hell. Because even if Teofimo loses the Tank, everybody that loses the Tank becomes a bigger star.
Exactly.
Rolly Ramirez
gets like
Rolly gets a title shot after he
loses. That fight.
Yeah, anytime you lose the Tank, that boosts your income. Rolly became a champion his next fight after losing the Tank. Mario Barrios gets a title eliminator fight with Keith Thurman. Now he's fighting for an interim now. You got Pitbull Cruz. They call him Mexican Mike Tyson because he got with one hand. Like, when you lose the Tank, it builds your career. Tank is a career builder. And if Teofimo fights Tank and Tank beats Teofimo, that's going to get them both paid. But check this out. If Teofimo fights Ryan after that, they're going to want to see what Ryan's progress look like. So Ryan versus Tio will be another big fight. Tio will have 2 big fights back to back. Because remember, Tio is still one of the 4 kings as well. But Tio has the best record out of all the 4 kings because, you know, he beat Lomachenko when he was the Matrix. And he beat undisputed Josh Taylor, who was the lineal champion. So Teofimo really was the lineal champion in 2 divisions. And he called Tank all types of B's and everything and said he wants that fight. And Tank, that's really the best fight Tank can take. Because after coming off of over $1 million Pomeranian cruise, now Pomeranians got some bite expensive paper. I call that motherfucker Dotskin cruise. You know them little hot dogs, little Dotskins.
What about Inouye?
Cruise, huh?
What about Inouye?
See, Inouye still got to come up another weight class. See, Inouye is about to be undisputed in 122 after he fights the old boy because that's his next fight. So I'd rather Inouye get 2 times undisputed because, see, that'll give him a chance to do that. But I don't think Inouye will beat old boy in 126. They got to beat Shakur. Damn, I forgot his damn name. Robisi. I think Robisi might beat Inouye, to be honest. You got to realize Inouye jumping weights and everything, but like I was saying on the Tio, right? Tio versus Tank. That has the black versus brown demograded. Original American. MJ already got beat in at 122. Yeah, MJ he got destroyed. It's a Philippine that has both the belts. Yeah, GMO is Robisi Ramirez, something like that. Double R. I call him Double R. But yeah, and Teofimo, he has his Latin fan base. Even though he's not Mexican, he's still Latin. And it's something about a black and brown fight that gets people's juices going. And Teofimo, he's at the best that he's been in a long time because that victory over Josh Taylor, this is Josh Taylor that beat Regis Ruguru Prograis. This is Josh Taylor that was the dominant king of the 140 division, even though I felt like he lost to I felt like he lost to the other guy. Damn, my damn brain is slipping. Hold on. I felt like he lost his last fight. 2 Cent.
Yeah, I'm here.
What was your guy named Jack Catterall? See, I got it. Boy, my mind be slipping sometimes, but yeah, I felt like Taylor lost to Catterall, but he still was unbeaten.
Mhm.
Teofimo showed y'all that man's been in the weight division too long.
Yep.
Josh Taylor looked extremely bad against T.O.
Terrible.
The man's almost 5'11". The man is too big for 140. And he been sitting down there because he's scared to go up there with them hitters at 147. Josh Taylor ain't trying to get in there
Reach
with,
is doing the same thing.
huh?
Reach is doing the same thing.
Yeah, they both is, And what's crazy because 140 is not even one of the original divisions. You got 135 and you got 147. Both of them are premier divisions. You will make more money in either one of them than 140. But the
But
140 division,
140 cracking right now though.
now I was about to say the 140 division started to heat up. But they not one of the original divisions though. You got the lightweight, welterweight, you got the middleweight, you got the light heavyweight, you got the and the heavyweight. They didn't have no super middleweight. They didn't have no junior middleweight. They didn't have no junior welterweight. Those wasn't the original 8. And the original 8, it was a big difference. Kawhi Elliott, salute, King. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. And oh yeah, original American, salute to you too. But yeah, T.O. and Tank, that'll be a great fight. T.O. has power, and I realized T.O.'s power has carried. See, I was wondering because I seen T.O. versus Pedro Campo, right? And I'm like, damn, Pedro Campo is giving T.O. everything he can handle. Then I just seen Pedro Campo versus Brandon Lee. And Brandon Lee was hitting that man with bombs over Baghdad. He was hitting him with Scud missiles, kitchen sinks. Man, Brandon Lee was throwing everything out the window, and that man was eating everything. Brandon Lee couldn't even put that man on the ground. He couldn't even budge that man. So I say, oh yeah, Teofimo Powers done came up. But Sandor Martin, he showed what a great boxer can do to Teofimo. And see Sandor Martin, people were like, man, he lost Sandor Martin. This is the same Sandor Martin that beat Mikey Garcia, 4-weight division champion, Hall of Famer Mikey Garcia. So Sandor Martin is just not nobody.
Right.
Because that win on Mikey Garcia is better than probably anybody at 140's resume. Only person at 140 that probably have a better win on their resume is Josh Taylor. Because Mikey Garcia is a name. And Sandor Martin beat that man from pillar to post. Made Mikey look bad. Mikey went ahead and retired, but that is also Mikey Garcia post Errol Spence. So,
Yeah, that fight. Yeah, he was done after that Spence fight.
Yeah, but that's just like Sugar Ray versus Camacho. Sugar Ray was done before he got in there with Camacho, but hey, Camacho got the finishing touch. You feel me? I think T.O. and Tank does over 1 million.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good fight. Even though I see Tank beating T.O. I see him outboxing him.
I see T.O. is fast, but Tank's fast too. And T.O. has some crack. So that'll be Tank's first time really in there with a 50-50, basically. Because T.O. has all the attributes to beat Tank. And we know Tank has all the attributes to beat T.O. But
I don't think T.O. boxed well enough, though.
I mean, he was boxing the hell out of Josh Taylor. T.O.
But Josh Taylor was a shell of himself.
And he boxed the hell out of Lomachenko.
But Lomachenko started coming on him in the later rounds. He barely got out of that fight.
Well, I mean, he won the first 7 rounds, so it wasn't no barely.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
He won the first 7 rounds, and he tried to switch up. His dad had him switch up his game plan. And then after that, the 12th round, he switched back and almost stopped Loma. But if he doesn't fight T.O., the next $1 million fight he got is Lomachenko. And Lomachenko needs a payday because that payday he got with Devin Haney wasn't that much. But see, Lomachenko, him and Tank has history as well. Plus, Lomachenko, some people arguably saying Lomachenko beat Devin Haney. But I got Devin Haney winning 7-5 because
he beat him.
Lomachenko had a chance to tie it up in the 12th round, but Lomachenko admitted himself that he took his foot off the gas. So I tell people like this, yeah, you won 5 rounds against Devin, but that's not half the fight. Fight's 12 rounds. And see, Devin Haney had a rude awakening in that fight. And
Yeah, I don't see.
but
Because it seemed like
not gonna be Pitbull. Not gonna be
once
Pitbull.
Lomachenko figured out Devin, he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but then Lomachenko, he sat there and didn't finish the 12th round though. Lomachenko said he took a foot off the gas. He's supposed to keep it going. But yeah, like I was
You
gonna
know what?
say,
I didn't even think about Lomachenko when I made my video.
yeah,
He might fight Lomachenko.
yeah, him and Lomachenko. Everybody always talk about he ducked Lomachenko and Loma just said the other day he is fight Tank.
But he just turned down the Shakur fight. That's the only reason why I was like, he ain't gonna take no Tank fight because he got all this stuff going on at home.
Okay, how much you think he'll make versus Shakur?
A lot less than he'll make fighting Tank. Ain't no telling with time ranking them low ball offers over there. But I don't know, Lomachenko they got though.
Hey, expensive paper, they can't overlook Tank footwork if they go look at the Eastside Cruz fight. Eastside Cruz, that man beat that man with one hand and had explicable footwork, and his power hand was hurt. So he was beating that man with a non-dominant hand and footwork.
Yo.
And Tank had footwork when he knocked out Rolly Romero because he got out the way after he popped him. And Tank's footwork was able to get past Mario Barrios and eat up because Mario Barrios is 5'11". Tank was able to close the distance over that daggone over that jab.
They say he's 6'1".
They
say Mario Barrios' height is listed wrong. He's 6'1", 6 foot and 3/4 of an inch.
Well, I thought he was 5'11", but I know
he big as shit, boy.
I know he had 8 inches on Tank.
It'd be like me trying to squeeze down to 140. I don't understand how these boys drain their organs.
Tank's so explosive.
They overlook his footwork and his ring IQ.
I'm gonna say this.
And they don't realize knocking people out is ring IQ because you have to set them shots up, and Tank sets it up.
It's a higher level of boxing.
Exactly. That's why I be telling people, they say Deontay Wilder can't fight, he just got a punch. But he has to set that punch up because it's coming.
And they all know it's coming. You fight Tank.
Exactly. You know it's coming, but Wilder, he done added that a new punch in his dimension where he knocking people off on the back pedal.
Little half a punch. Little half a crack.
Yeah, he didn't even extend that punch and knock Hellenius to the dirt.
Straight up, cuz.
Yeah, he's using your momentum against you now.
Yeah. My man
That's
got
some nuclear shit there, boy. Little half a punch. Out of here. Rolly out of here with a half a punch.
Exactly. Tank ain't even putting power into it.
Nah, that was just a shot, bro. It's just a little quick.
And if you look at it, the Rolly Romero knockout is similar to Deontay Wilder and Hellenius.
Yes.
They both use their footwork and they both set it up and they both didn't even have to extend their power to put people on their ass.
Yep. And this is what I always say about Tank and Shakur and Devin and all. They're all right around the same level of boxer. Devin might be a little better. Listen, Tank can box with all of them. They cannot punch with Tank, and it's simple as that. That's why I favor Tank.
Exactly. That's why I said
simple.
That's why I said the way Lomachenko was catching Devin. That's different than Tank do it. That's a whole different ball. Tank catch you like that.
Them straight lefts, open hands, open stance fighting. Devin's not good against southpaws. Tank is definitely putting Devin to sleep. Shakur, I don't know about that one. That's a toss-up. But Devin is going out.
The way he would get Shakur, Shakur, he gonna underestimate Tank's speed because Shakur likes to sit right in front of his fighters, and he tries to pull out the way. And Tank's so brilliant. Tank gonna change up the speed on him, and he gonna catch that man before he can get out the way, and he gonna get clipped.
And that's another thing. Tank is light years faster than them guys. Hand speed, all of it. He's faster, and speed kills in boxing.
He's
explosive when you're placing shots.
Just like Wilder. If you notice, Wilder is explosive.
Explosive.
Wilder put on that extra weight. I said, no, champ, no.
Yeah, gotta stay lean, man. Stay lean. He could be down there fighting better be than them boys. That's who he competed against in the Olympics. Everybody wants to leave that out, though. Like Wilder,
Sean Porter fought Usyk in the amateurs.
That's what I'm saying. Like Wilder can suck down to 175, maybe. Yeah, I mean he could get way down there. He's 218, just walking around. He could be beating up all these dudes at a lower weight class. He strives for greatness. They all discredit Wilder, man, just because he's got power.
You got to respect Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather he walks around at 148, but he will put weight up to fight at 155. So he fighting people that's 40 pounds heavier than him, really.
He weighed in at like 149.5 for a 154 Oscar De La Hoya fight.
Yeah,
The
because
man
Floyd
is
is
great.
natural weight.
Walking around, that's the max Floyd Mayweather weighs, 150 pounds.
Exactly.
Total max.
That's what I'm saying. See, if we look at it, Floyd should be fighting in the 130 division.
Yeah, he could have squeezed down and still been pretty boy and knocking everybody out, but
he wanted to pay.
The glamour divisions. That's where you get paid at. You got to go to the welters. You got to go do all that.
And
you got to try to scale weight classes to be considered great in our game. You know what I mean? So,
hey, Vaughn, I didn't say that Tank never fought nobody like Dev to think he'd knock him out, but I've watched Devin fight, and I just said if Devin lets Tank hit him the way Lomachenko hit him, then he's not going to recover. Tank and Loma has two different power stances. And I didn't say who would win between Tank and Devin. I just said if Tank hits Devin the same way Loma hit Devin, then it's going to be a close crush.
Them left hands ain't the same, dog. Tank's left hand is a lot different than Lomachenko's 126-pound hand. Tank is putting shit to sleep.
Oh, yeah, Big Dose. If Tank doesn't knock out Devin, yes, he'll lose the fight.
Yeah, he would. He would because the activity. Simple and plain. Big Dose, right? That's my dog.
Yeah, salute, Rob Walker. I ain't even gonna lie, because Tank doesn't have enough activity to win on the card with Devin.
Yeah, but I think Tank fights Devin like he fought Leo Santa Cruz. Once you ain't hurting him, he's coming to fucking get you. And Devin cannot fight in open stance. He hasn't improved since JoJo. Them straight lefts on center line, he's getting touched over and over again.
That's what Lomachenko was hitting him with.
Yeah, that's what Lomachenko was doing.
Yeah. It's
Lomachenko's caught up to it. And you got to realize Tank has a better IQ than Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Plus, Tank is faster and Tank is harder.
And Tank controls that lead hand in open stance.
And you got to realize, like I said, Mario Barrios had over 8 inches over Tank.
Controlled that whole
fast jab, and Tank was able to equalize that jab and come over top of it.
Just off the stance alone, it nullifies half the jab. That's boxing 101. Left-hander versus right-hander. It's called open stance fighting, and Tank is the best in the world at that. And he closes distance second to none. Fast as shit.
I think he's he's faster than Inoue closing distance.
Yes.
And if anybody has a problem with it, they can go look at the Tank versus Barrio fights.
Facts.
I mean, it's not speculation, King Von. I mean, I'm not doubting Devin's skill. I'm just saying if you look at boxing, we've seen Tank got hit. If you seen Loma hit Devin's not going to go a whole fight not hitting Tank. And what we're saying is Tank can close that distance.
Yep.
And Tank
just
is
like he's not going to go a whole fight without hitting
Shakur
either.
We seen Tank sit there and fight with his weak hand and outbox a man 12 rounds.
What did Devin just beat Loma off of, so to say? Clean, effective body punching. Well, Tank's punching is a lot more cleaner and effective than Devin's ever could be.
And Tank is a body snatcher as well.
Snatching shit. I favor Tank in a Devin fight. I favor Tank in a Shakur fight. Only because he's on the same level as them guys, as boxing. If he wants to pity-pat box and pick up the pace, he can. He just chooses not to. He's allowing them to get comfortable. To set the trap.
Hold on one second, D1.
Go ahead.
Hey, Kawhi, I don't think Regis punches as hard as Tank. I wouldn't say that.
Nope, me neither.
Regis got some thump, but he don't hit as hard as Tank.
Yeah, Devin gonna outbox the shit out of him. I just hope that he's.
But see, I feel like Devin can. I feel like Devin can outbox Regis, but I feel like Regis ain't gonna respect Devin's power, and I feel like Regis gonna close the distance, and Regis is gonna do something real big.
Yeah,
and see, Devin ain't been hit by a full 140-pounder yet.
No,
I mean that's why. Salute refill it. That's why I give Devin all respect in the world for jumping up there and fighting Regis program in your first match.
Yeah, I do too.
Like I can't take nothing away from the man. If he beats him, oh well. Then if he beats him, then I do a video for a week on that man.
Truth be told about this whole Devin Regis thing, I rock with BFTB. The only thing we disagree on
that's my guy right there.
is Devin. That's my dog. You know what I mean?
Only thing me and BFTB disagree on is Devin Haney, but me and him both. And see, that's my dog. So I tell him out of respect for him, I'm not gonna go over there and talk shit about it on his channel because
me too.
Yeah,
that's how I do it. But I love that.
Like he talk what I talk.
The shit he's a good dude, man, and I seen through it. You know what I mean? He loves his Devin Haney, and that's all good. I'm just happy I can root for Devin finally, because it ain't more of tank Devin, and then I lash out on the Devin fans because they're talking their shit. You know what I mean? We're always here typing away and talking shit. So Devin Haney fans probably think I hate that man's guts, but I don't. I like Devin Haney.
A lot of people don't realize I like Haney as well, but I just see inconsistencies, and you know, as me being a former boxer, it's just shit that I don't see. Like a lot of people don't realize that Devin Haney, he got brought down a few sizes. Because see, when he beat Camboso, you know, Camboso had beat Teofimo, right?
Yeah, that's why triangle theories don't work.
Exactly. And see, that's what Devin Haney had to realize.
Yep.
Because he like, well, Teo beat Loma. And Camboso's beat Teo, and I destroyed. Then he like, I destroyed Camboso 2 times.
I still
now in his mind, he was light years ahead of everybody at 135. Then he got in there with Loma, and he seen that the gap is real closer than he thought.
Yep. And they got big headed by the blowouts of Cambosos. Then Cambosos just lost by about the same score to Maxie Hughes as he did Devin, but got the decision.
I picked Maxie Hughes and got robbed.
I know you did, champ. Me too. I lost the grip that
one. Oh yeah, you was there with me. You was there with me. You got robbed right here.
Shit, I lost 11 grand on the Errol Spence fight, but it's still man down over here. I'm more of a Boots fan, but if I had to choose between Spence and Bud, it's fucking Spence all day. Because the man stands on what the fuck he says.
Salute, King Von. Yep. King Von, cut it off in the background, bro.
What up?
I'll do that.
What up, Vonnie? How you doing, champ?
King Von, cut it off in the background. You got your YouTube playing.
Yeah, I ain't no good with electronics neither. That shit started going. I had to cut out.
I'm trying to learn. Like my wife be teaching me when I'm not old.
My wife got to show me too, man. Shit, my son showed me boxing on YouTube and talking shit, and I ain't left since, bro.
Exactly, bro. I did too many years in the junk. You know, I came out. Hey, look, when I first came home, people was texting, right?
Yeah.
I ain't never know shit about texting. Because when we came in, you know, we had the pager.
No doubt.
And we had the cell phone that was like damn $4.99 a minute.
No doubt.
So you know you ain't really talk to nobody on that cell phone.
No, hell no.
And when I first came home, they had me a phone waiting, and I was getting text messages. So I didn't know how to text back. So every time they text, I would end up calling them. And they talk about we on minutes, you can't call.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Crazy.
But yeah, King Von, what's up, bro? What you got to holler about?
911. I get page 911. I knew what time it was for that. I got to go get some money. You know what I mean? So the pager was much more easier for me, man. This fucking cell phone, I could barely run it. And then I switched from Samsung to Apple, and now I'm all the way shot. I don't even know what. Yeah, I mean, I know how to get to YouTube, and that's it. Make a call, a text here and there.
Man, this damn Apple, man, be downloading so much shit every damn time.
Crazy, man.
Hell yeah, Big Dose. After 7 p.m., that's what they tell me. And on Fridays and weekends.
Big Dose, my homie. He a Devin Haney fan. He knows what's up. I just talk shit. I like Devin.
But I want to hear my man King. I need what my boy King Von he got to say.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I like Devin. I want to hear my man King. I need what my boy King Von he got to say.
I didn't put much on. Hey, nah, I ain't really that much to say. I was just, I just wanted to get out the chat, man, because I want to keep doing all that typing.
Yeah,
that's I ain't really that much to say. I just want to get out the chat, man.
He's struggling.
I'm gonna tell you like
man,
this.
But about Devin, man, I believe y'all. I ain't gonna say y'all, but I believe people sleeping on Devin, man, and his skills, man.
I hope I'm gonna tell you like this, Von. I hope Devin like Earl, and I hope the fact that he's been on that weight class so long, that's why his power ain't showed up. Because a lot of people, when they in them lower weight classes, they can't hit with power. If you look at Terrence Bud Crawford, he didn't start getting all knockouts till he got to 147. Yep. Because when you crunching down to them smaller weight classes, you can't use the full extent of your muscles. And I'm hoping that's the case with Devin, because the man hasn't had a knockdown in over 92 rounds. And if he get up there at 140 division, I'm just keeping it real. You gonna have to have something.
Hey yo, I'm a bad guy and come back, man. I got like a crazy echo, man. Hold on.
Do you got your YouTube playing?
That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm on
got your
YouTube.
YouTube on.
Like while I'm watching the video, I just went into the
Yeah,
not
you
on my
watch-
TV
You gotta
now.
pause the video. You gotta
gotta
pause
pause
the
the
YouTube
video,
video.
Like while I'm watching the video, I just went into the
That's the wildest stuff.
Cause you ahead of the video when you on here anyway. You ahead of the video.
That's shaving down weight.
Okay.
The shaving of weight, man, it kills boxing matches for us, the fans. They shouldn't want to do that. They shouldn't drain themselves. They should fight 10 pounds with what they walk around in. It would be way better, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're killing themselves to make weight.
But some
draining out their
divisions
organs.
is where all the
There's no
money's
way
at.
to recover in one day from that. There's no way. It's detrimental to these young bulls' health.
Hey, cut your volume down, Ron.
Oh no, I did was I had to pause the YouTube.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, you good now.
But yeah, like I be feeling like, man, like okay. I just start with each person y'all talk about. Okay, like Tank, he hasn't fought anybody like Barrios ain't like Devin. Rolly ain't like Devin. I mean, what's the name? Ryan ain't like Devin. And it's like, come on, yo, like Devin has been fighting
Ryan's
like
3-3 versus
Tank
Devin
beat
Jones.
Devin.
It works both ways, though. Who Devin fight like Tank?
but you
And
can't
first
say I mean,
off,
but
Ryan
you have
beat
to at
Devin
least
3
admit he
times.
fought the better competition.
I said Ryan's done beat
and
Devin
he's
3
35
times, though,
years
bro.
old, bud. We can't give him all this credit for fighting guys over 35 years old. Is all
And
I'm saying.
another thing is Ryan beat Devin 3 times, Vaughn.
I mean, what they amateurs it can't
It
be in the
don't
pros.
matter.
I mean, let them do it now though. That's what I'm
Ray,
saying. Let them do
how
it
can
now.
Devin Haney beat Tank Davis? How do you see that fight going and him
Yeah,
winning?
Tank
Man,
got
I
more
don't
ways
see
to win.
nobody being Tank. I don't see nobody but Devin being Tank for real. Who else can beat him skill wise? Can't nobody. Shakur probably, but Shakur he ain't knocking nobody out. Nobody don't ever say, "Oh, Shakur ain't got no knockout power." Nah, Shakur
Yeah,
get the
nah,
benefit of the doubt, bro.
Shakur ain't got cracked. He
That's what
knocked
I'm
out
saying. But
UFC
nobody
man.
don't talk about it like that. Y'all use that as a slight with Devin. Hell, he be winning.
No, it's
He be beating the shit out of these dudes.
I hear you. He does, and I love his
Actually,
style. I
because
love the
Shakur
way he
power has
small.
increased since he got the 135 when he fought
It's
Yeshua.
gonna
His
be
punches a lot harder.
And it's gonna be the same for Devin.
That's why I said we gotta hope that it happens that way. Because if not, then Devin's gonna have a problem. I'm just being 100 with it. I give a fuck about all my people. I'm gonna tell you like that. Period. I don't hate on none of my people. Even though Bud Cough do that fuck shit, I still fuck with my people. I just don't fuck with them.
Not me, cuz. What the?
I just don't fuck with them outside the ring.
Word.
Somebody
Yeah,
still
man.
got the YouTube channel on because it's still echoing, bro.
Yeah, my shit echoing bad. There you go.
But
Yeah, I just muted my mic.
all right, but yeah, Devin. I mean, I respect him and everything, but still, like Floyd say, sometimes you can't outbox a motherfucker. Sometimes you gonna have to fight.
Yep.
And if you ain't got the tools to keep up with the craft, bro, it's gonna be hard. And like I said, Devin can't fight a whole fight without Tank getting to him. And I'm just saying, Tank has a different type of punching selection, different type of power than Lomachenko has. And if Lomachenko was able to figure out Tank, an old ass Lomachenko who Devin had been discredited for the last 5 years until they got ready to fight.
Okay,
the
I
same
got a question.
Lomachenko that
I got a question for you. I got a question for you. Do you think Tank? Do you think Tank could be I mean, do you think Tank could beat Loma?
I think he stops him. I want to see that shit too. I hope that's the next fight.
I pray to God.
Jermaine Ortiz beat Loma. To be honest, if everybody go look at that fight,
That's
Jermaine
what I'm
Ortiz
saying.
beat Loma. He beat Sweat a lot. Salute, King.
And
Jermaine
he's old
Ortiz
as
beat
shit,
Loma.
dude. That's not the same Lomachenko that beat up Gary Russell. That's
No, it's not.
35-year-old Lomachenko.
Lomachenko hasn't been really shit at 135. He really doesn't have no marquee wins at 135. He really doesn't.
Nope.
At 130 and 126, yeah, Loma was the Matrix.
Beating the brakes off boys at them lower
But
weights.
if you look at it, if you really think about it, his last 4 fights, He lost to Timo. He lost to Tio, right?
Yep.
He lost to Tio. Then I think he beat the dude named Nakatani. Then I felt like he lost to Jermaine O'Neal. For real. He lost to Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine Ortiz, yeah, he did.
Ortiz. Yeah,
I
Jermaine
had it
Ortiz.
7-5.
Yeah, I had a 7-5 too. But then he just lost to Devin. Like, the man is 1-3 in his last 4 fights.
See, listen, I know I don't, you know what I mean? I watched Loma Devin probably 10 times. I just watched it again last night.
I had Devin 7-5.
I had
Hey,
Loma 7-5,
Man,
but I
Loma
wasn't
lose
mad.
around every time I watch.
I
Hey,
wasn't mad at the decision
Yo,
because
what's up,
you
bro?
don't take off the 12th round in any fighter. So
Hey, I wasn't
mad.
gonna stay in here long. I just wanted to help the brother King Vonnie out. Hey, bro, what you got to do is if you watching it on 2 devices, right? Whatever device.
Oh, nice Gucci now, homie. Don't worry about it. It's good now.
Okay, yeah.
Big
Well, I was
dose.
gonna
What
say
up, G?
because before you just went back out, it was still echoing. So if
Yeah,
you
it was still
had
echoing a
it
little
on
bit.
2 devices, whatever device you on live with, that's the one you got to listen with. The other one you got to turn that volume all the way down.
Plus, you be ahead.
Yeah. I just cut that other screen off that I had the YouTube thing because I had it going from my
Okay.
phone. I just clicked the link.
All right, I'm about to pop back out because I'm about to go get my daughter from school.
All right, big dose. Be good, homie.
Salute to y'all, man.
Salute to you too, champ.
And be safe, bro.
Be safe always.
But yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, that Loma right there ain't the same. Like, Loma really ain't really been a big threat at 135.
He's not, but I will say he showed up for that fight.
He did.
I will
And
say that.
he had a chance to get a draw because he was coming on the back end with Devin.
Yep.
Bro, I think that was the crowd, man. I think that was the crowd, man. It was a pro Loma crowd,
bro.
You got a
I
point.
didn't have no crowd.
You got a point.
I had it 6-5 going into the last round.
So
I had Devin up.
Hey, what rounds did you give Loma?
I had Devin won 5 out of the first 6 rounds, bro.
I'm just saying, what rounds did you give Loma? I gave Loma 3, 10, and 11. And then when I watched it again, I took 3 back, so I only gave him 2 rounds. Then I watched it
I think it
again.
was either 4 or 5 that I gave Loma. I gave Loma either 4 or 5 because he won 1 round in the first 6. He won 1 round in the first 6, and then the last 4 he won 3. Then he won.
You gotta tell me the rounds, bro. Oh, you gotta tell me the rounds.
You want to know? I'll tell you the rounds.
And then Loma won the, and then when Loma won the 11th round, I had Devin up 6-5 going into the 12th round.
Every swing round you gave Devin, I gave Loma. That's all it is, champ.
Because you got to realize Loma is the bigger name. You know they're gonna cap the Loma.
But on pure boxing, it don't matter.
I'm talking about as judges.
No, it matters.
The judge is gonna go for Loma over Devin in the swing round. That's what you got to realize.
No,
and the crazy part is, bro, Dev won unanimously. Ain't nobody go for Loma.
I know. Listen, but Dev is the champion, so they gave him all the swing rounds as judges should. Devin was.
But like
champion.
I was saying, if I turned my volume off and watched it, and what I did, like I said, I had 11-5. I mean, I had a 6-5 going into the 12th, and Loma had a chance to get a draw, but Loma took the 12th round off, and that gave Devin his 7th round, and that's how I had it 7-5. And Loma even admitted that he took that round off, which was dumb.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't mad at all.
But I was mad too because I had Devin. I had bet dude and told dude that Devin was gonna wash him 10-2, 9-3. Me and EBT had a bet. So the first 6 rounds, I'm like, yeah, it's 5-1. I said this shit over with.
And that's what I scored it: 9-3, 10-2.
Oh shit!
I mean, 10-2 now.
That's not. No. I watched it too many times for that, man. But I gave Loma all the swing rounds.
Okay.
I know I'm judging it biasly. You know what I mean?
I wanted to know what rounds you gave him, dog, because I was watching trying to get him.
I gave him 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the 12th went to Devin because Loma took off.
That's what I gave. I gave him 7. I gave Loma 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I wanted to give him 12 too because Devin didn't do too much.
Devin came in on the 12th round and gave it to him.
Ah, man, I just watched it again last night. It was Devin's round, but it could have still been considered a swing. That whole fucking fight was a swing round.
I
The
know, but
whole
in
entire
championship rounds, you got to realize championship rounds goes to the champion.
Yeah, no, all rounds, swing rounds. Like I'm an old school boxing fan.
You got to
I'm
beat
from
the
Mike
champion.
Tyson era. They give the champion all swing rounds. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
go
got to beat the
champ.
champion. You got
And
to
that's
beat the
why
champion.
I didn't see them giving Dev nothing though. I saw Devin winning the rounds, like straight up, just winning them, bro. If they was
because
gonna
you
rob him,
listen, and
Hey,
that's all
they
good.
could have
Because
robbed
hey,
him.
you're
But
Vaughn,
Devin
did you hear
fan.
what Devin said to his dad? He
You're
said to
I
his
Devin
didn't
dad,
fan.
even hear it. I
that
mean,
man
I mean,
knows
he's saying
everything
it
I'm
was
doing.
a fight, bro. The fight was live, man. Like he was saying
It was a
anything, but he
great
was
fight.
winning though.
No, but he knows. Before the 12th round, he came to his dad talking about, man, he knows
He
everything about.
knows me. He got me.
And that's, yeah, because Loma had figured him out.
They thought
And
they was losing in that corner, dog.
Loma was tagging him, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
we
he
just
was
being
tagging
honest,
him,
just
bro.
the real
That
here.
was probably round 11 or something. I don't know, bro.
11.
He
If
did
he
not
steps
win
on the
no
gas, he
fight. He
almost
was
gets Devin
whooping
out of
him
there.
to death, bro. He was whooping this dude, man. Why?
That's
I'm
my
trying to
dog
see
with
what
them
y'all
soft
seeing,
body
bro, but I
punches.
didn't see it.
I told you,
Loma's
I gave Devin
126
5 of the
pounder,
first
dog.
6 rounds, bro.
Them
He
body
got 5 of the
shots
first
ain't
6.
do shit. He was walking through them joints. And if that's Tank on the other side of him, he's sleeping with that performance. Guaranteed.
If Dev was getting punched on so much, man, it would show in how he looked, man. Loma looked more beat up and scuffed up than Dev
Because
did.
he's a
That's all
white
I'm
boy.
saying.
Them are glove burns. Them are from the
No,
tape around the
don't do
glove.
that.
He was elbowing. I watched
Come
that
on.
shit mad times, champ. I got nothing but love for you, but I watched that fight mad times. I think what I think, you think what you think. You're supposed to get the swing rounds. That's your man's. I get it. It's all good. I ain't arguing that Devin lost and he shouldn't be champion. The champ won. That's how that goes. I don't
Hey,
know why
King,
fans get
hey,
all
Vaughn,
pissed off.
I got one question for you, bro. If it was so decisive, why everybody was saying that they felt like Loma got robbed?
Yep.
Because it was just the hype of the
because
fight and the
I
crowd
felt
and
like, no,
everything.
hold on, bro. Let me get it out there. I felt like Devin won. That's why I didn't say it, but everybody else was saying that Loma got robbed.
90% of boxing.
And the reason why is because Loma won them 5 rounds in a row.
Yep.
Expensive paper. Look at expensive
All
paper.
these other fights Loma lose, man, and it wasn't controversial. This one
Look at
controversial
this.
either, bro.
Expensive paper said he had his 75 Haney. And you know, expensive papers are Haney fan.
But what rounds did he give Loma? This all I'm asking. I ain't saying he wrong. Just saying what
Expensive
rounds
paper,
did he
what
give
rounds did you give Loma, bro?
I can tell you. I probably guess which ones he did. But let's hear it. Let me see that shit. Hey, I wasn't mad that Devin won.
I felt like Devin won the fight. I felt like the right person.
I feel like Loma had moments in that fight, but I definitely don't feel like he did enough to win the undisputed championship.
And see, that's why I said exactly. And that's why I say 2 cents. I feel like, yeah, he won 5 rounds, but 5 rounds is not half of a 12-round fight. That's why you get scheduled per each round. Okay. And that's why we try to tell people. Just like Speedy Rashidi Ellis, he won the first 9 rounds against old boy and against Villa. Yep. But just because Villa did good the last 3 rounds of that, they gave it to him because they felt like it'd been a bigger fight for Boots. But Rashidi Ellis beat the shit out of Villa for 9 rounds. Then he gassed out.
Fight, 2 knockdowns. That's a 10-7 round. You know what I'm saying? In the end, that's more rounds.
That's 10-8.
No,
they don't go lower than
2 knockdowns.
I thought they didn't go lower than 10-8.
No, 10-7. 2 knockdown, 10-7.
Okay, so if you got a 10-7 round, right? But you winning 9-9, you won 9-3.
Yeah,
and just add 3 more points. That's still not enough.
I know that goes to the best interest of boxing. That one, you know what I'm saying? And everyone, truth be told, you gotta beat the champ convincingly. And I wasn't mad, you know what I mean? But I hear all these other YouTube channels trying to tear Haney down, and that shit ain't cool. You gotta beat the champ.
I felt like it was a young brother went out there, and that's what made me mad about Shakur. Because I'm like, Shakur, you got an eye for boxing. You watch boxing.
Yeah,
he felt like Loma won. Like, bro, there's no way if you sit there and scored them rounds.
He was hating like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that was some hating. Nah, I hate to get into people's out off the ring shit, but that was some hating shit. Because it was nowhere in America for Shakur to be as good as a boxing IQ as he has to say that Loma won that fight.
Hey.
Just like I felt like Jermaine Ortiz beat Loma. He just
Yes,
gassed
I feel like he beat Loma convincingly. Like that was easy to score that fight 7-5 Ortiz. It was
Yeah,
5
he
rounds
just
for
gassed
Loma.
out at the end.
They weren't
Like
swing rounds. They were.
yeah,
They
look,
were.
the Jermaine Ortiz fight was easier to score than the Loma Devin fight.
Yes, it was for me too, and that's why there's so much controversy between Loma and Devin, because no matter who a fan you are of, them shits were such close rounds. I've never watched Devin Haney box so much in my life, other than the Loma fight, because it was that hard to score.
Yeah.
It was very hard to score that fight. So them judges gave Haney every round I gave Loma, and that's all good, and I get it. And he did win unanimously, but the boxing fans always have a voice, and their voice reigns supreme. And every besides the channels we watch and the guys we rock with, the entire YouTube community, everybody feels Loma got robbed, and that's okay to feel that way. But you got to beat the champ. You got to beat the champ convincingly.
But let's why do people think that? And understanding how boxing is, why do people think that they would cheat for Devin Haney?
But
They're
let me tell
not.
you one thing before you get
He's
into
not a
that, you
draw.
said
He's not none of that.
prolific one. Salute, King.
Because he's the champ. That's why.
But old boy was the champ, and they stole it from him.
Yeah, they did
against Cambosis.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
he was the champ. They took his IBO belt and gave it to damn Cambosis, and Cambosis got his ass whooped.
But like the Devin Haney Cambosis fight, that was pay-per-view in Australia. Cambosis is a big deal down there, bro. He brings in a lot of fucking money to them guys. In Australia, he's as big as any boxer is here.
Oh yeah,
hey, yo, imagine being so popular and losing 24 straight rounds.
Yeah, straight up, cuz he got the shit beat out of him in that joint. That was easy work for Devin. Stay on that jab because it's righty versus righty. When Devin he struggles with southpaws, man. And I'm glad he jumped up to fight Regis, but it could be a mistake. I hope he beats the shit out of Regis. It's just that open stance. It nullifies the jab by itself because you can't lead hand control. It nullifies it.
Hey, D1, you remember what I said before the Hughes fight, right? Remember Cambosis can't guard his left side, right?
Yep.
And the whole night, Hughes rolled to Cambosis' left side and was tagging his ass, right?
Yep.
And they took that man's IBO belt and gave it to Cambosis because
poor Maxie Hughes, man. That he beat Cambosis like 10-2. It was easy scored fight. That was a fucking robbery. Loma Haney, it's a close fight. You can give it to either guy. The champ wins close fights. That one was a robbery. That's a robbery. Devin Loma, not a robbery. It was a great, great all-time fight. I loved it, and I'll watch it probably 10 more times.
Now, that's the difference between a robbery and a close.
Yes, exactly, man. And I get a lot of these young boxing fans haven't been following boxing as long as you or I have. I'm 30 years deep following this shit closely and living and dying with decisions, man. Boxing is corrupt. This shit's the wild, wild west. That's why when you can knock somebody the fuck out, you got just way better odds to make it to the top because they will let people, whoever's they want to win, whoever's bringing in the most money will win a decision every time. That's another reason I don't think Shakur or Devin beat Tank. He's the top dog. He's going to get all the swing rounds. They better get their belts up and their accolades up and their following up if they want a chance with Tank, because either they can get knocked out or not outboxed and still lose. They know what they're doing. They got a great PR team to make it seem like everybody's ducking them and doing this and that. They really know the truth. They got to go get their following up. They got to get more to bring to the table to fight with Tank. Ain't nobody ducking nobody. Tank probably contacted Devin's team for a fight in December, and they respectfully declined because they know better. You got to get more. You got to bring something more to the table when you're fighting a guy as popular as Tank, because he's going to win whether you like it or not.
What if Devin beat Tank decisively?
He probably might not even get the decision then. Champ. Tank is the face of boxing. He brings in the most money, dog.
If Tank didn't lose to Devin,
it would have to be 10-2 Devin, and that ain't happening.
Tank will still be a superstar.
Yep.
Devin ain't gonna knock Tank out, so it gotta go to the card.
And truth be told, you fight Tank, you end up a bigger star, win, lose, or draw anyway.
Yeah, Tank builds your rep up no matter
Yeah.
what. Everybody that's
talking about
Tank has
like
become a bigger star.
we out here on these YouTube streets talking shit. You ever hear anybody talk about Pitbull the man? Pitbull ain't got no fucking fans. Maybe in Mexico. Talking about Pitbull, a big fight. Get the fuck out of here with that. I bought every
So why is that
for
an
the last
option
20
then?
years. I will not purchase
Because
that one.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the last fight, Pitbull only took $600,000 versus Tank, and you know they made over $50 million for that fight.
No
But they
doubt.
only had to pay Pitbull $600,000. That was his biggest payday, because you know his biggest payday was $25,000 until he fought Tank.
And it made his bags bigger in future fights just because you fought Tank and didn't
But I
get
felt
knocked out.
But I felt like Giovanni Cabrera beat Pitbull.
Oh, beat the
I even
dog
picked
shit out of
Giovanni
him.
Cabrera because I told everybody Pitbull cannot stand against the person that can box.
Cabrera was pissing me off the way he fights, though, man. I was hoping he got knocked out, but
He looked like he was scared. He looked like he was scared.
But that's the way he fights.
I know it's so awkward and weird to me, though. I was like,
that's just like like that damn black guy Maurice Thomas or whatever his name was that went against that Giovanni Elvis guy.
Yep.
That man right there, he knocked my man down, and that man ain't have but he had 12 wins with one knockout.
Yep.
And he knocked out that future young boy, and I was like, damn.
Me too, fellas. I was like, God damn.
Because I had him on my parlay. I had to
hold the phone. Keep your fucking hands up. Protect yourself at all times, bro.
And that shit messed up my parlay.
No doubt. You already know.
I said this thing got one knockout, and he put you on your ass. What the hell?
Yo, I've lost on a couple cards, but I lost on Spence 11K. I lost 3,500 on T.O. Taylor. I'll never bet against T.O. again, cuz. Never.
Hey, yo, I got a question for y'all, man. Who y'all got beating Tank?
Shakur might beat him.
I feel like Shakur might can get him if
Shakur ain't got no power though.
And I feel like Devin can get him if Devin can keep him at the end of the jab.
I don't got nobody being Tank.
I said people that's possible to beat him. If Devin can keep him at the end of the jab for 12 rounds, maybe
it's gonna be hard.
And I feel like Devin. I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like Shakur has a better chance of beating Devin, right? But I feel like Devin has a better chance of beating Tank because they fighting styles. I feel like because of Shakur and Devin's fighting styles, I feel like Shakur matches up well against Devin Haney, but I feel like Devin Haney matches up well against Javante over Shakur. But it's like when you had Shane Mosley, Vernon Forrester, and Mayorga. You remember Forrester was tearing Shane up both times, but he couldn't get past Mayorga, and Mayorga couldn't get past Shane Mosley.
Yep.
That's the only reason Devin and them.
I favor Shakur and Tank. I think Devin could outbox Shakur, but it's open stance fighting. Devin is something, I don't know what it is, man. That's when it's a lefty versus a righty is his Achilles heel. And that's why I'm glad he's going up there and trying to prove everybody wrong, because it's not only me that says that. He's Jojo Diaz, he beat convincingly, but it's just things. And if you've ever boxed before, you know what it is. It's lead hand control. It's the closing of distance. He's
just like a straight right is the kryptonite for southpaw.
That's why Marlon Hagler has
like that.
Hey, you know, I feel better about y'all selection, man. If I seen Tank fight similar opponents, like similar level opponents, because everybody that Devin beat, I feel they can beat Rolly. I feel they can beat
But listen, I think Barrios could possibly beat Devin included, plus his whole resume.
Barrios,
come on,
bro. You just look like
hurt, bro. And if you see Barrios' last fight against the fighter, Barrios destroyed him. Plus, Barrios had a chance to stop Keith Thurman. Barrios is not no weak fighter, bro.
Nah, hell no. He's a welterweight, 6 foot tall, bro. That was
so. Who y'all got? Barrios or Ugas?
I think Barrios might pull it off, but on my 4 pick, I got a 4 pick, right? I got Charlo, Barrios, Ramos, and Garcia. But then I got another 4 pick, and I got Ugas instead of Barrios. So I got both of them on there, but I just flipped that one fight.
I got the same 4 parlay as you, cause me and you, we think a lot alike, man.
Yeah, I flipped it because I don't know. Because if Barrios win, it'll do a lot better. My parlay will be plus 700.
Yahtzee.
Say your parlay again. You got Charlo, Barrios. I mean, who you got? Charlo, Barrio. Who's the other two?
I got Charlo, Garcia, and Ramos on both tickets, right? And on one ticket I got Barrios, the other ticket I got Ugas.
Why you really think Charlo gonna shock the world, huh?
I know he is.
Man, listen, you know I'm putting some guap behind that, and I want him to. I pray he does.
I got
man.
stoppage too.
And that's the only way you're not gonna get a decision.
What round?
Fucking Canelo Alvarez. There's no way.
I got to stop him between 9 through 12.
Let's get it, champ. I pray fucking God that happens. Yo, I gotta take care of some more business.
I got Canelo gassing out after the 5th round.
I gotta scoot out of here. Yo, King Vonnie, 2 cents upper. You know what it is, man. All love.
All right, peace out.
Be good and safe. All right.
You be safe too, bro. But you know, I got Canelo gassing out.
I'll be tapping in.
So with Canelo gassing out, I feel like he gonna turn Charlo gonna turn it on while Canelo gassed out, and the ref ain't gonna let Canelo take for so much punishment.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That sound good.
I mean,
I really don't think Canelo all that good, man. I know he good, but
all y'all gotta do is go back to Canelo's last 4 fights. You'll see Canelo has no stamina. And then his sparring partner just came out talking about how he been destroying Canelo. The Arab guy.
Like my lasting impression with Canelo was Floyd. Cause I remember where I was at when I seen Floyd do that, man. Like I was like, God damn, this dude can't fight. He can't fight with Floyd, bro.
Floyd was 40 pounds lighter than Canelo. And he stood in front of Canelo the whole fight and made him look stupid.
And I remember, like, he used to always be on the undercards. He used to be, like, showing out on the undercard. You know, he'd be like, oh, you know, building his name up. But then you got there with Floyd. Yeah, Floyd did that, man, nasty, man.
And see, people like, realize how great Floyd was, right? You got people that's crunching down 30 and 40 pounds to make it into a weight class. And Floyd walks around at that weight class. That's unprecedented. People don't fight it what they walk around as, because then they don't have enough power. That's why you see boxers crunching their weight so they can get more power. Floyd, he went to the style where he didn't care about power. He said, shit, my defense is that good. And so Floyd was much smaller than everybody he fought at 147 and 130 and 155. Everybody had him by at least 15 pounds. That shows you size don't mean nothing all the time. Especially if you can't hit a person. And Floyd was just that guy. And see, that's when I had to go back and look at some of Floyd's fights and really give him the homage that he deserves. Like, this man is fighting people that's much bigger than him.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say. Floyd did fight everybody. Like, everybody that was good in his era, he fought him. Like, I remember watching all these fights.
Floyd fought 22 champions, bro.
Right.
The closest person to that is Manny Pacquiao with 17. And look how long it took Pacquiao to do that. Floyd was doing that shit off the rip.
And they don't even do that nowadays, man. They just want the bag, man. That's the money. And that's corny to me. Like, people like Wilder, he don't go for the bread. Like, he get the bread because the bread gonna make him. When you fight who you supposed to be fighting, move how you supposed to be.
Wilder fights whoever get in the ring with him. People don't be wanting to get in the ring with Wilder, bro.
Right, and that's corny to me, man. Because, like, you know, everybody gonna end up not boxing, bro. But it's like, you can't be a scary boxer. You a prize fighter. You getting paid for the prize, bro.
Like, after Usyk beat AJ, he said he wanted to fight Wilder. And he was at that Wilder-Helenius fight. And after he seen Helenius go for that dirt nap, that man, he ducked the hell out of Wilder, man. That shit pissed me off, man. I said, you ducked that man for real.
And what pissed me off even more is, like, we can't do nothing about it, bro. Like, the sanctioning bodies ain't doing shit in the belts. Like, man, I'm tired of the belts. Like I honestly just want folks to fight whoever the fuck they want to fight. Just fight the name. Don't even fight the.
Well, they alluded to the fact that Wilder's supposed to be having a title shot coming soon, so hopefully it's against Usyk, or it's some kind of way Wilder's about to have a title shot. He got a title shot in the works.
And even after he get the title, whoever got the rest of them ain't gonna fight him. Now you got to convince him to fight.
Tyson Fury said he'd entertain another fight with Wilder. So if Wilder fights Usyk and gets them belts, him and Tyson Fury will fight for undisputed. The only thing is Tyson Fury gonna come up in that motherfucker drugged up.
And it's like that's to be expected. I mean, he cheated in all three of them motherfuckers. First time with the glove, second time with the water.
All times with the glove.
Yeah, possibly. I ain't see it.
I did. If y'all look at his water bottle that he drinks from, that shit cloudy. The nigga drinking meth, bro. That's why he can't get knocked out. That's why he can pop back alive, bro. I've seen people on the ice cream, bro.
Man, you got to taking drugs, cheating with gloves, getting outside.
Hell, you like realized before Wilder, remember he had a cocaine problem and stuff before.
It's like, man, it's cool, man. They can do whatever you gonna do outside, all that recreational cool, man. But don't. It's like, damn, bro, he just can't lose, bro. Like this, boy, that gypsy shit real, bro. The motherfuckers, hey, he know that shit, bro.
If you hey, Vaughn, if you fought somebody that's on that left, you'll realize you can't knock them motherfuckers out, bro. The shit keeps their mind so alert, and it keeps their adrenaline pumping so hard. That's why if you look, Tyson Fury still be bouncing around in the 10th and 11th round and shit. Like he's still hyped up.
Like yeah, in the third fight, you seen how that man sent ripples through that man. Like he punched him in the forehead, sent ripples through that motherfucker. He still got up, bro. Even though it was a long count, all that be damn, bro. He still got up and was still active, dog. So that shit talking about the drugs might be right.
The black guy. Get Steve Willis, the black guy with the big eyes. Let him be the ref. He gonna
I like Harvey Dock because he like 6'5", 6'6".
Ain't nobody like Steve Willis though, because he be sitting there watching you get your ass whooped. He be like, oh wow, woo! Like he be sitting there making expressions.
But you know how let me see, what I was finna say. You know how they be leaning, like Fury get the lean and all that type of shit, man. You know, he needs somebody to be able to break him apart.
You know why he leans on him and shit?
Because I understand.
Trying to wear him down?
Yeah,
because Fury has over 50, 60 pounds over Wilder. So if you lean your body weight on another fighter, that saps their energy because you're taking up the stamina's taking it up from them.
Right. Like, what I'm saying is, like, so that the ref could separate them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they lean on it first to get you tired. Then the ref will separate you.
No, I want a ref that can separate them. Come on, you man. Fury like 6'9", 6',
like
whatever.
6'9", 300 and some pounds.
Yeah, 300 pound. Champ like 6'7", damn 212, 210. Like, you can't be no 5. Yeah, you can't be no 5 foot joker trying to separate them big old dudes like that. And if you're talking, I can't hear you. Like, I think your mic cut out.
Yeah, but it's that weight, like just like if you knock a person on the ground, it takes a lot of energy to pick yourself back up off that ground. Nardy, salute, King. What's up, big guy? But yeah, all that shit right there, it all plays a role in boxing. That's all the little tricks of the trade that they be doing. Like they'll lean on you, they throw little elbows and like that when you're in the clinch, or when you got one arm clench, hit them in like the liver and stuff. Like there's all types of little sneaky tricks that everybody be doing in boxing, man.
I don't think Joker's gonna want to get close to Wilder no more. Like how they were trying to rough him more, like especially Fury. Like ain't nobody else fight like him, but I don't think gonna want to get up on Wilder like that. Not how he punch.
You gotta get close to Wilder though. You gotta get close to Wilder because if you stay in no man's land, then you get hit. That's it. See, a lot of people, what they gotta do, you gotta damn frame Wilder. You gotta frame his right side. Like you have to pin that right side up and be up on him and hit him in the body and hit him with the short fight. Because if he can get that right loose and he can get some extension on it, but now he showed that he can use your own momentum. See, the reason why Wilder the reason why hold up. Hold on. I just seen something that blocked my train of thought, but hold on. The reason why Wilder knocked Hellenius out because he was coming forward and Wilder caught him just like Rolly. Kawhi said, Boxing Fanatics just dropped breaking news: Tank versus Thurman in December. Oh wow!
I thought that was a rumor. The Espinosa just came out and said that's not even true.
At 45?
And why would they fight in December?
Why the fuck can't he fight Devin at 40?
Man, he tried to fight Devin. Devin didn't get
He
back
is
at him.
not fighting Keith Thurman. Ellaby said that ain't true, and Espinosa just came out and said that wasn't true.
Hey, King Von, Steve Espinosa said they sent something to Devin. Devin said he wasn't ready yet. Devin didn't want to fight him, bro. He tried to fight him when he came home.
If that's the case, that's whack. I mean, like, at what weight though? At 35?
Nah, it's not that. You gotta realize.
At what weight though?
I fucks with Devin Vaughn, but you gotta realize Devin just been in the hardest fight of his life right there. He thought he was light years away from somebody, and he just got a reality check.
I mean, I don't see that. I see that differently. But like, at what weight did Tank want to fight?
Well, hell, if he fight Tio, it's gonna be at 140.
That's what it should be. If Tank want to fight him at 40 and he turned down 40, that's one thing. If he turned down 35 when he was like already locked in with Regis, that's another thing. But if he was like
when Tank came home, he wasn't locked in with Regis. And then 2 days later, he locked in with Regis.
Like how long? Like he didn't send it immediately though, did it?
He went. Yes, Steven Espinosa never been talked to him. They was trying to get with Devin after that Loma fight because they seen that shit. They wanted Devin after that.
I don't know. Whatever it is, they can fight him at 40 if you talking about fighting Thurman. But it ain't but 5 goddamn pounds, man. Put weight on, man. Like, man, that's what made me think he don't want to fight. Cause like, nigga, fight. Just move up.
Thurman is a much dangerous fighter than Devin Haney, bro.
Man, whatever, dude. I don't care. I mean, man. I mean, I feel you cause Keith Thurman and all that, but like, what weight they fighting at? Let me stop before I start on my critique.
Well, first off, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Thurman ain't gonna be able to make 140.
He ain't better make what you think it'd be 45.
Because when I seen Thurman versus Barrios, Thurman was brawling as hell, dog. And Thurman, it like he's struggling making 147, so I don't know what the fuck.
It can't be more than that because Tank at 35. You talking about fighting Tank?
Tank will probably if Tank do fight him, Tank will probably come in at 140. He ain't gonna come in that high because he can't handle that weight.
And after Thurman, would you be like on Tank to fight Devin since he right there at 40? Might well fight him before you go to 35.
I'm gonna tell you who I want Tank to fight, bro. I'm just keeping it 100.
But you won't want him to fight Devin.
No, I'm gonna tell you who I want him to fight. I didn't even want him to fight Thurman. I would want Tank to fight Tio, Devin, Shakur, Inouye, and retire.
Why you can't clear the division, man? Fight, you know what I'm saying? Fight Frank Moore. Fight Shakur, fight Devin at 40.
You know what I just said? I said fight Shakur Stevenson, Tio Themo, Devin Haney, and Inouye. Those are 4 big fights right there. After he has the 4-5, after he fight Tio Themo, that's another $1 million pay-per-view buy. If Devin Haney beats Regis and he fights Devin, that's $1 million pay-per-view buy. If Shakur do his thing, he fights Shakur, that's $1 million pay-per-view buy. Inouye beats this dude and becomes undisputed 2 times, and he fights Tank, that's $1 million buy. It's nobody else for Tank to fight that's gonna be $1 million pay-per-view buy.
Anyway, and he ain't gotta do all that. He can fight him ASAP, man, because it's not even about the accolades, man. Just fight Tank.
Inouye's about to get undisputed.
I'm just saying, all you gotta do is fight Tank. All you gotta do is fight Tank.
But he's already worked out a deal with the dude to be undisputed at 122. The dude that beat MJ. Him and Inouye both got 2 belts because he got Fulton's 2 belts. And old boy got MJ's 2 belts, and they wanted to fight each other to see who become undisputed. And so that'll be Inouye being undisputed at 118, then 122. Then he can jump up. You got to realize Inouye just fought 1 fight at 122. You know, he got to get at least another one there before he go up another weight. All right, hold on, 2 cents. I'm about to drop it again. But yeah, I've been saying I want to Tank versus Devin like shit. Because if Devin loses, it still makes Devin a bigger star. And this is what I gotta say right here.
everybody sitting there acting like fighters can't fight each other and lose. Like Roy Jones and James Toney fought. They both was young prospects. Like Roy was 40-0. James Toney was like 60-0 or 50-something-0. But they fought each other. Like Bernard Hopkins and Roy fought each other early in their career. Like Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones, Roy beat him with one hand because he broke his other hand. But yeah, they fought early in their careers. And they fought again later on. Like shit. I'd rather see two motherfucking good fighters fight each other than a great fighter fight a bullshit fight. Just like Bo and Holyfield, they fought each other 3 times, and I watched and bought every 3 fights. Just like Holyfield and Tyson, I bought both of them. Holyfield and Lewis, I bought all them fights. Like hell, people are paid for good fights. And people don't realize if you fight the tough fights, that builds your stamina, that builds your name. Like hell, look at Derek Chisora or your boy that just got knocked out by Better Beef. What's your boy that got knocked out by Better Beef last fight? Like them niggas be losing like hell, but people still watch them fight.
Yeah, people don't make them fight, man. They gonna support it anyway, man. That's just like ain't nobody holding them to it, man. So they ain't gotta fight nobody for real.
But
I think they just should stop fighting for the belt, man.
I'm not paying Robert Hill salute, King. Like I said, I'm not paying for no damn Tate versus no Pitbull. That's one thing I'm not paying for. Hey, Richard Paris says that Tate shit versus Thurman is a lie. Good, because I feel like that shit's stupid as hell anyway, because it had to be a catch weight. I don't want no catch weight fights. That's dumb. But I feel like Devin's biggest fight besides Tate will be Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is the A side to Devin because Ryan Garcia just did 1.6 pay-per-view. But Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, they have a history. That would be a great fight. And Ryan Garcia is getting a lot better with Derek James. They done been traded. He's done got a damn defense with him now. And now he's done got a right hand to go with that left. And Ryan's fast. People can say what they want, but Ryan Garcia has a fast hands. And he has power. But like I said, Ryan will fight T.O. or Ryan can fight shit. It don't even matter, really. I just want to see the fight.
I don't see Ryan beat nobody but Rolly. And yeah, he'll beat Rolly.
I feel like he'll beat Timo.
Hell no. I think T.O. got hands, bro. Like Ryan ain't got hands like that, though.
Bro, Ryan got hands, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, King, hey, Bonnie. I be watching Ryan spar in Derek James' gym, right? Ryan Garcia is not the same person that you remember versus Tate. See, Ryan's always had a good punch, but now Ryan has the boxing skills. He knows how to defend his fight. Ryan knows how to keep his chin home. Ryan has a straight. Ryan keeps his head tucked. Ryan has that powerful left, but now he has a vicious right to the body. And he has footwork now. Ryan is a completely different fighter right now.
Man, Ryan was always punching with his head up. Like when he always throwing it. All that shit, man. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Ryan doesn't do that no more, bro. He got tired of Derek James hitting him in the head every time he kept his neck up. That was the first thing Derek James worked on, was him putting his head down.
Man, I want to see that joke. I want to see the new Ryan, man. I still got all the old Ryans.
Yeah, but just remember, Upper Echelon told you first, bro. I think Ryan beats everybody at 140 besides Gary Antoine and Sabrina Matias. Those two are 50-50 fights right now.
You think he beat Regis?
Right now? Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something. Ryan's not small, bro. Ryan's not that small, bro.
It don't matter. He ain't got the skills to beat these people. I don't think he got the skill. I need to see the new Ryan. See what I'm saying? I'm talking out of crazy because I don't know the new Ryan that you see. All I know is the old Ryan who can't fight. I mean, Ryan cannot fight, bro.
I mean,
like
but you got to realize, though, him and Devin was at the same base, though. They had the same base. They both came in at the same skill set.
Or Devin don't fight nothing like that, man. Nah. Devin look like he a little bit above everybody. Like you put in the conversation, like you really gotta just say, oh, so and so will beat Devin. You can't just without a shadow of a doubt say so and so will beat Devin. I could say without a shadow of a doubt, Tank gonna beat Ryan. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, Tank gonna be rolling. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, anybody I say gonna be Ryan. But I don't know if Rolly. I believe I think I'm going Rolly. If it's Rolly versus Ryan, I think I'm going Rolly, bro. Rolly,
I bet Ryan stops rolling.
ooh, I want to see it. I
I
want to see. I
put 250 against 100.
I ain't gonna need. And it's so crazy. I ain't gonna even bet you. I take your word for it. I take your word for it, because I ain't gonna bet
You
no
know,
money on this nigga.
Rolly beat Ryan in sparring. You feel me?
But
I got the video where Rolly destroyed Ryan. You feel me?
I think that's how the fight to go too.
I don't think it'll go like that now.
Derrick
I
James,
wouldn't guarantee it won't go like that now.
he gotta have at least 3-4 fights under Derrick James. If I just start thinking like he got the stamp on him. He probably got some pointers, but he ain't got the stamp on him until he really going in and do some
Bro,
dirt.
but they say Ryan stays in that damn gym 24/7, bro. Ryan don't come out that gym.
I say you out the misc. I ain't out the misc about it, man. I'm still kind of
I ain't optimistic. I just like I just watch boxing. You know, I love that sport. And Ryan's a big boy now, bro. He ain't as small as he used to.
All right, I'll take your word for it, champ. Cause I ain't gonna argue with you about that. I ain't gonna argue.
Oh yeah, I know that. Let me see if I can put this picture up real quick. Hold up. Let me see.
Hey, yeah, that's why I always wanted to ask you too. Up, it's like, ain't you on that intro song?
That's my little cousin.
Hey, that shit be jamming though. I know, bro. He gotta be on, bro. That shit be jamming. I love that shit.
He got picked up by the feds though.
Man. Hey, that shit be jamming though.
You see that picture?
Jamming.
You see Ryan right there. You see he ain't the same size, right?
Yeah, he even put a little bulk on. That's cool. I like the way he fend himself. Okay.
Let me show you how much bulk he don't put on real quick. Let me show you.
Yeah. You know, I'm rooting for Ryan though.
Yeah, look at him beside Earl Spence. Look at the bulk now.
No, but he a big dude. You know what I'm saying? He drained himself down to 35.
Man, if Ryan get Blu-ray up echelon, shit.
Ain't nobody fucking with Blu-ray, even though they should. I damn sure. I mean, I just don't. They might be behind the scene, but I don't ever hear like the advertisement.
I feel like I asked them about it. They didn't say nothing.
I hope so.
Oh, they
I be like, damn, bro, y'all just gonna play Blu-ray. And he's fire, bro. Like, work with this man.
Hey, yeah, Kawhi. Camille Bolton, when he gets known, yeah, he's gonna mess it up. But shit, he's at 122 now. You know, Camille Melton. They try to put him up against damn, I forgot that man name that damn fast. We just talked about it. Where the white boy over there in England, he turned him down and he hurt him. Yeah, Laywood. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather said, "I give him his biggest payday and everything. Let him fight Camille." And Laywood talking about, "I'd rather fight you, Floyd." Like, man, you can't fight no legend like Floyd. He talking about, "Floyd, you scared to come out of retirement to fight me? I stop you." I'm like, man, fight the little young buck, and if you beat him, then fight Floyd, nigga. Like, Laywood, I remember you just got knocked out a couple fights ago. And they keep giving him that damn belt. Matter of fact, what division is Laywood's in? He ain't in 122. Is he in 126?
Why is the Carmel guys going pro so young?
Canelo went pro at 15. Carmel been boxing for so long. Like, why not?
I heard somebody saying that. Well, my son's boxing coach told me that they didn't let their kids go pro at a young age because their bodies wasn't done developing and stuff, and they didn't want them fighting against those grown men until they were more developed.
That's because they didn't have exceptional fighters. When you Laywood is 126. Okay, yeah, cool. I knew he wasn't that low. But you know, when you have an exceptional boxer,
it's an echo. Somebody reach their phone.
You know, when you have an exceptional fighter, it transcends the body. Like Devin Haney was an exceptional fighter. He was fighting grown men at the age of 15. Canelo was too. Like some fighters, you know, especially if they cut down in weight and they're not fighting at their regular weight, then you can let them start earlier, even though like Floyd could have fought early because you know he was an exceptional boxer. Like when you have some people that's just gifted, they can come in and fight grown men, especially the first fights. You don't put them in there with no real challenge like Roy Jones. Like you don't put him in there with no damn killers, but you put him in there because professional fighting gives them the best experience. You get the rounds in. And like Camille Bolton, he had 126, but this man done went 6 rounds back to back with Tank. Like he's in there with the damn one of the hardest hitters, and the man is a boxer, bro. He's exceptional. It's nothing else that the amateurs had to offer to that man. So he's conquered the amateurs. Ain't nothing else to offer. Why should he stay there? When all that money's out there. Floyd about to build him the way he built Tank, maybe even better. And because Camille Bolton, well, he's Tank 2.0. And so, you know, put him on a couple of undercards with Tank. Hey, that'll be nice. Like, hell, on Tank next fight, put Camille Bolton on the undercard. So people, and see, that's how Floyd got Tank out there. You know, Floyd was putting Tank on his undercards. That's how Floyd got Canelo to be a star. He was putting Canelo on his undercards. See, Floyd used to have Canelo with him. Him and Oscar was cool until Oscar and them stabbed Floyd in the back and went to HBO. Over there with the Zone, HBO, and damn Triple G. And you see how that went happen. They lost all that money. And that's why Oscar don't like Floyd, though. But Floyd was helping Oscar. Oscar was helping Floyd. Everybody used to be signed under
I
Golden
still
Boy.
think Floyd and Oscar in cahoots.
Nah, Oscar hates Floyd with a passion now. First off, Floyd beat all of Oscar's fighters, right? That's for one. Number two, Floyd became a superstar off of Oscar De La Hoya's back, right? Then Floyd was reaching out a helping hand to Oscar, and Oscar stabbed him in the back. After he made Oscar's biggest client a superstar, like he made Canelo Alvarez a superstar, then they stabbed Floyd in the back and said, F Floyd. But Floyd, Al Heyman, and Schaefer, they took all the boxers that was up under Oscar De La Hoya, they left and started the PBC. Deontay Wilder, Earl Spence, all of them was under Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar had everybody. It was Top Rank and it was Golden Boy. And Golden Boy lost all their people to PBC. That's why Oscar hates Floyd with a passion, because Oscar was too busy getting high and wearing fishnet stockings. And while he was asleep at the wheel, they took his company from him. That's why he can't forgive Floyd. That's why he always going at Floyd. And now Floyd about to take Oscar's golden goose, Ryan Garcia. See, everybody know Tank is the cash cow and everything, but I'm gonna tell people something that they probably don't understand and won't realize, right? Tank may be the showstopper and the golden goose, but guess what? I'll tell you who can take the face of boxing from Tank right now. Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is the spitting image of Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy. And if Ryan Garcia goes out there and he stops people his next fight, his next couple fights, and he wins them belts, his fan base will increase. He has over 11 million followers already.
Yeah, Ryan just need the skills. Because Tank got the skills. He got a
That's
full
what I'm saying. Ryan has the chance to be twice as big as Tank. Because salute. Because Ryan has the followers. Tank doesn't have half the followers that Ryan got. And they love Ryan. And then, you know, with corporate America, you know, Ryan's the pretty boy. You know, he's like Oscar De La Hoya. That's why he was the golden boy. And Ryan reminds you of Oscar. And Ryan got that good Christian image and all that. Man, Ryan Garcia be so daggone big. Like, that man be putting in $1 to $2 million a fight. That's why I said they get Ryan ready. So him and Tank gonna do a rematch at 140 in a few years, and that shit gonna pull in about 2 million pay-per-view buys.
Yeah,
And that's
Ryan
why they
starts
trying
getting
to.
tattoos.
And now Ryan is messing with Floyd Mayweather. He be going to Floyd Mayweather's house, and you know Floyd Mayweather be training Ryan as well. He getting trained by Derrick James and by Ryan Garcia. I mean, and by Floyd Mayweather. Ryan's learning some stuff right now. And he's trying to get. That's why they're trying to get him from Oscar De La Hoya. They go to court in a couple months. They're trying to buy him out of his contract, but Oscar knows. Oscar's not trying to let that golden goose go, but they're trying to get him out of there. And once Ryan Garcia signs the Mayweather Promotions or PBC, well, it's not gonna be PBC. It's gonna be Mayweather. Once he signs the Mayweather Promotions, it's a wrap. They're gonna put Ryan in there. Ryan gonna go in there and bust up Rolly and get the belt. That's gonna make Ryan a champion at 140. Then they're gonna put him up against another great fight. And if Ryan stops that other great fight, then his fan base is gonna go crazy. Look how crazy his fan base used to go with the bullshit fights he was doing. Now Ryan is taking his craft seriously. He's a grown man now. He has power, speed, and he's a pretty boy. That man right there will become the face of boxing easy. Canelo Alvarez will pass the medal because Tank Davis may be the face of boxing right now, but he's not the face that they want. Canelo is getting in years. Ryan Garcia has a chance to take Canelo's spot. For real. And they would love to pass the Ryan Garcia over Tank Davis. They may love Tank Davis, but he's still the wrong complexion for the connection, people. They will take a Ryan Garcia over Tank Davis any day. You got some people like Rick Glazier saying the only reason Tank did all them numbers is because of Ryan Garcia. And what I say is Tank name was first on their list. You got to realize it was Tank's show. So even though Ryan Garcia may have been a bigger draw or might have brought more fans, it still was Tank's fight. Just like Oscar and Floyd. Oscar was the main man, but Floyd had a lot of people. And see, that's what people don't. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah, because if Tank fight anybody, it's gonna do numbers. Like Ryan just had like Tank boosted, like push Ryan. I mean, yeah, push Ryan over the top. But yeah, Ryan, man, he ain't gonna do his next fight. Ain't gonna do a whole lot like he did with Tank. It ain't gonna do a million. I mean, I guarantee Ryan next fight don't do a million. You're gonna do something probably like 100, 250. Man, ain't nobody. Man, I guess I don't know. I ain't finna buy that.
I bet if Ryan fought Rolly Ramirez, that does over 500K. Just because Rolly talks junk and he can sell it, and also it's because Ryan Garcia's fighting for a world belt. Ryan has 11 million fans, bro. That's what you're not listening. He has 11 million fans. Tank doesn't have that many fans. I'm gonna do it like this, right? You say, okay, Tank and Ryan did 1.4 on PBC and did 200,000 on the zone, so that was 1.6 million, right? You know how much Tank did in his biggest fight before that?
Like 300 something.
Yeah, 350,000, right?
Yeah.
So Tank just got an additional 1.3 million views.
I mean, but what was Ryan known before Tank? Like, was
Ryan
doing like
pay-per-views?
I mean, yeah, Ryan ain't do no pay-per-view. Yeah, before Tank. So
the Zone has got over 400,000 subscriptions behind Ryan though. Where he did that, he had a fight. They had gained over 400,000 subscriptions. So you gotta add that in because people was buying the Zone to watch Ryan. But see,
because they knew Ryan is. Yeah, do you think it's gonna translate to his next pay-per-view though? Like,
I hope it's on PBC. If he do that shit, see the Zone will be fucking people pay-per-views up, man, because they shit suck, bro. I'm just being honest, man. It doesn't have great quality. Plus, it fades in and out, and like the Zone just ain't the place you want to do pay-per-view on, and that's where Ryan's trying to go. But like I said, Tank gained 1.3 million. Ryan gained 1.6 million pay-per-view numbers. So yeah, Al Booger, Ryan will definitely do over 300K versus Rolly. Easy. Ryan is a stud.
When you think about your first pay-per-view, do 1.6 million. That's crazy.
Bro, do you know how much that? Plus, you got to add in a $20 million gate. So that 1.6 million, that adds up to them. Let's see, that's 80 million plus. That's $128 million just off PBC money. That's 1.4. I'm not even counting the Zone because Ryan still had to pay them 200,000 because they felt like they didn't make. See, okay, look, Ryan had to pay $200,000 to the zone because they only did like 200,000 or 300,000 in pay-per-view, right? So they used to getting a certain number when they had Ryan. That's why he had to pay the penalty. But see, they did 120 some million without paying for the gate. With the gate, Tank and Ryan brought in $150 million easy. That's more than a third of what Bob Arum whole net worth is. Bob Arum net worth is like 300 and some million. They made over almost half of his net worth in one fight.
Only reason I feel the way I feel, I think, because I don't hear any like high demand for Ryan. Like, I mean, I'm not in those Ryan crowds, but I'm not hearing no demand at all. No high demand, no kind
It's
of demand.
definitely demand for Ryan. He has a huge fan base.
Bro, Ryan has a huge fan base, bro.
And
I'm just
if
saying, I
Ryan
don't hear
come back looking good and knocking people out,
exactly
he's definitely
the face of boxing.
gonna be a draw.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
if he knock folks out, work.
He's always not people out. What you mean?
I'm not knocking him out, but I'm saying if he fighting top
I ain't talking
competition
about you.
now, and
I was talking to him.
you know what I'm saying?
I was telling Ryan
Oh,
always not people out.
I know he got that liver shot on the last dude, but I ain't just know he was a knockout.
Ryan was 20-0 with 17 knockouts, bro.
Oh, I don't follow
I've been watching Ryan. I'm a fan of Ryan. I watch Ryan.
I was telling King Von 2 cents because he was acting like Ryan don't get knockouts, and I was explaining to him that Ryan usually knocks out everybody in the ring with a simple to go in them.
Ryan was one of those people where you were like, I wish he would take this more serious. Because it's not like he can't fight. He just got things that he need to work on.
And see, that's where his fan base was getting mad because he used to just worry about TikTok and do all that crap right there. Every time Ryan would put up a video or something, that shit gets over 4 or 5 million views off his videos. So he was getting paid like hell on social media. So he wasn't taking boxing seriously. Now he's taking boxing seriously. Now it's a whole different ball game. You got this man taking this craft seriously now. And then he done got with Derrick James. So Derrick James is teaching him Mexican boxing style because you know Earl Spence is a Mexican pressure style fighter. So that lines up with Ryan Garcia. And you know Mexicans love them come forward warriors. So with Earl's style, you know he got Ryan coming forward fighting in the pocket. That's the way the Mexicans love it. And then Ryan comes out there and fights that style. He's going to take the Mexican fan base. And Ryan has that powerful left. You can say whatever you want to say about Ryan Garcia. Even though he was a bullshit fighter, you couldn't disrespect his left hand. They even said if he got caught with that left hand, it'd have been a problem.
How you
And he
feel
got
about
a little chance
Ryan
too,
and
because
Devin
I
at
thought
40?
Tank, he was for sure finished when Tank knocked him out. But it do look
Hey, how you
like
feel
Tank took
about
it a
Ryan
little
and Devin
easy
at
on him
40?
though.
Say what, Vaughn?
How you feel about Ryan and Devin at 40?
I said I want to see it. I said that's a big fight. That fight right there.
How you feel it's gonna play out?
I feel like Tank. Look, check this out, right? If Devin beats Regis, right, and Ryan beats Roland, that'll be Devin versus Ryan for 2 belts. I feel like that fight can do over 700 buys. Over 700.
You don't think it'll clear $1 million?
I'm saying over. I said over 700,000. It could do a bit. I'm saying I would set it around 700 at least. At the least. Ryan versus Devin at 140 for 2 belts. The least you're going to get is 700. That's the least. Now, the sky's the limit. But Ryan would make Devin Haney a bigger star if they fought. Because Ryan, if Devin Haney fought Tank, like, if you fight Tank, that boosts your status up, man. Rolly Romero became a champ. You got motherfucking Barrios. He's fighting for an intern belt now. Like, Pitbull, this shit crazy. You lose the Tank, you get all them eyes on you. And people be like, oh, yeah. Like, who else gets credit for getting their ass whooped 12 rounds, man?
Or getting knocked out.
But that's just like Canelo Alvarez. His biggest fight was getting beat 12 rounds by Floyd. And that's the fight he get the most credit for. Floyd beat that man 12 rounds, and he get the most credit for getting his ass whooped for 12 rounds.
Yeah, no, only I don't really pay attention to Canelo either. I say Amir Khan was the last time I seen him knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he did something in the meantime.
He knocked out Caleb Plant. And
Okay, I mean, yeah, kind of okay. The Plant was kind of like on one knee, punched him out. Then okay, okay.
Caleb
I'm
Plant.
talking about like an Amir Khan.
He stopped Kovalev too.
I believe Kovalev laid down, but yeah, you're right. He did stop Kovalev.
I believe he did too. I
don't
know
like
because after he lost to Canelo, them damn charges went away.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I ain't talking about shit, man. I'm finna jump back in the chat though, man. Good chopping up with you, OG, and everybody up here, man. I'm in the chat though, dog.
No
All right,
problem.
man. All right,
hey, Brock Howard. Ryan's not ruined, Brock. Ryan has a chance to become the face of boxing, really, Brock Howard, because any fight he does now, his fans are gonna be cramming for it. But like I said, Ryan needs to fight Roll and get that belt. And then I feel like the new style that Ryan has, Brock Howard, I feel like he has a chance against everybody at 140. Like, as long as he stays with Derrick James and Floyd Mayweather, he has a chance to beat anybody at 140. And like I said, in about a year or two, him and Tank gonna come back and have a rematch, and it's gonna do about 2 million buys because they can always say he was weight drained. My boy Smoking Bud ain't said nothing. What's up, bro?
No, I've just been, listening, man.
I know, bro. I know.
Fight week, bro. Yeah.
It's fight week. It's time for Charlo to damn make history.
Time to go on this revenge tour. They got Derrick James fucked up, dog.
Exactly.
Talking big crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was one fight. People just throw you under the ringer. That's crazy.
Right. Ain't it though, man?
I think it's gonna make Derrick a better fighter too. Like he said, I don't think I ever get over it. You know what I'm saying? So your fear of feeling that feeling should push you to do better,
Yep.
Watch more film, Don't let Earl spar all them rounds, you know what I'm saying? Make sure he getting that road work in, all that good stuff. Make sure his body recovering.
Yeah, make sure he got a rib injury.
Yeah, man, But Earl, he probably ain't even say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I can't back out this fight, dog. Can't do it.
Yeah, Earl could have had a gunshot wound. He would have backed out that Terrence Crawford fight. You got to realize when his eye was messed up, he told them, "I still can fight Pacquiao. I got 2 eyes."
Yeah.
That's his payday, bro. Like people, this is what I be trying to tell people. A lot of over 95% of boxers never make $1 million on a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, people got to realize over 95% of boxers never get $1 million for a fight. So when you got boxers having a chance to make eight figures, it hits a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
People trying to come for that. It hits differently. And I can say this right here. What you got to say about that, bro?
Yeah, I agree, man. Shit is worse than the damn music industry, dog. These promoters and shit fuck you over. So I feel every fighter that, put their life on the line getting in that ring, man. Just like I say, make sure the money right before you step foot in there. Because just because your gross pay, they say, oh, we'll give you $1 million after taxes shit, you might be touching, what, 750,000. You know what I'm saying? Your net pay ain't going to be $1 million. So
Exactly. That's
gotta get
right.
that money, man. Everybody trying to shit on Frank Martin, and there's some shit that if I was him, I wouldn't have said, but I understand where he coming from. So
I ain't get a chance to see it yet. I wanted to sit down and watch it though.
yeah, it was
Talk the
kind
Queens of the
of
Ring.
yeah.
What did he say that you didn't appreciate?
I mean, he was basically like, I agreed to everything, but when it was time to sign, I asked for a little. I'm like, what you mean? Like, you should have kept that to yourself. He was gonna say that because you've been on
Al
your Bud
Booger,
Crawford shit.
Al Booger, that's correct. Yeah, 98, 99% of boxers never get $1 million a fight. And see, that's the same thing Shakur tried to do to Frank Martin. See,
Just
Shakur
simple.
talking about Frank Martin getting $1 million is 4 times his biggest payday. Okay, yes, that's true. But you trying to get 5 million while this man gets 1 million. Like, so you
Or
tried
vacant
to,
is vacant.
yeah. So you tried to 85-15 this man,
Yeah. But was crying because Devin Haney didn't give him 50.
but
See,
then
what
get
kind of
mad
shit
when
is
Devin
that?
Haney try to give you 25%.
Shit crazy.
So you get mad that Devin Haney was trying to offer you 25%, but then you get mad because Frank Martin didn't want to take 15% because that's what 1 to 5 million is.
We
So
don't
yeah,
know it.
it may have been his biggest payday, but you was also getting your biggest payday because of Frank Martin. Because
Right.
Frank Martin brings a name to the table. He just sold out 2 venues his last 2 nights. And he's also backed by Earl Spence and the PBC, so he has a little name. So you'll be able to make that money. That's why you was able to get they was able to put 6 million up for this fight. So if you'd have did 4 million, 2 million, that'd have been a lot different. Or you could have did damn 3.5, 2.5. But you're not no damn motherfucker 85% more valuable than this man right here. No. And that's why Shakur got so mad because he thought he was about to get a huge paycheck. Like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, I'm about to get 5 million for fighting this man. And this man only get 1 million? No. So I agree with Frank Martin not doing it. So that's why Frank Martin said he wanted a little bit extra. Fuck
Yeah.
that. You're not about to 85-15 me, period.
And we know
I
Top
don't
Rank
give a
ain't
damn
got
if
no
it's my
money, man.
biggest paycheck or not. Just because it's my biggest, you're not looking at the numbers that you get. So, okay, my biggest paycheck $1 million, but you get to turn around and get 10 million. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the context a lot of people don't take in consideration. Yeah, it may have been my biggest check, but it was your biggest as well. Because your biggest was 3 million. So you could have got 4 million, you could have gave me 2 million. Like, cause I could turn around in the next fight. I can fight Tank and motherfucking get 8 figures. I can turn around and get my ass with my Tank and still get 10 million. Because Frank Martin and Tank can do numbers. But you sitting here talking about, yeah, technique. Mr. Ismail, salute, King.
Yeah, I hope Charlo get this dub this weekend by any means, dog. Go
I
ahead
got
and
him for the
send him a nod.
stoppage, late rounds.
Yeah, I can see that happening late. See
And
him
I
box
got
his ears
Ramos.
out early.
I got Ramos retired Erickson Lubin from the 154 division.
Lubin's just too thirsty, man. He ain't learned his lesson
Man, Lubin
at
was
all.
great at what Lubin has great offense, but he has a non-existent defense. And when you
High
fight
guard.
against a
Good high
well-rounded,
guard.
great fighter, that's what gets you hurt.
Yeah.
See, when you got to know with Charlo, he was undefeated, and people told him, "You're too young. You're not ready yet." He went in there and got flatlined. Then he had to fight 5 or 6 tough-ass fight against top contenders to make it back up there into title contention again. Then it was him versus Fundora. And Fundora broke his face. I mean, broke his face. They had to stop it.
Closed casket.
Yeah. So then after that, Fundora ended up having to fight Brian Mendoza, who had already got beat, who had just beat Jason Rosario, who after Jason Rosario, Fundora got destroyed. Fundora destroyed Lubin, but he got destroyed by Mendoza.
Yeah, he
Now
ain't
you
want no
fight
more
the
of that.
guy that destroyed him. Key Alexander, salute. Oh, I hope it is Tank versus Loba. That's why I said Tank versus Loba, Tank versus T.O. Both of them are $1 million fight. I mean, million buy fights. And if it's Loba, I would love to see that. Because Loba just showed us he still got a lot left in the tank from what he just did with Devin Haney. I tell you, I sure hope so.
Yeah, but shit. I
Yeah.
don't know. Frank gonna fight next, man. Shit.
But y'all, Kawhi Elliott, you got to realize Pacquiao was getting 40 million and Bud get 10 million, right? But Kawhi Elliott, top rank, was killing Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao had 6 fights that did over 1 million pay-per-view buys, right? But at top rank, you don't start getting a percentage till after you reach 500,000 buys. So Manny Pacquiao versus Sugar Shane Mosley did 1.3 million, right? So that's 1.3 million. That's 80 million without counting the gate. And Manny Pacquiao only got like 30 out of that. No, he got like 25, 30. Bob Arum was making a killing off Manny Pacquiao. Like, he would get about the same amount that Pacquiao got because at top rate, you have to clear at least 500,000 on your pay-per-view buys before they start giving you a percentage. And you don't get more than 30%. So if you sold 1 million copies, 1 million pay-per-views, then you get paid for 300,000. So 300,000 pay-per-view buys, that's 20 mil. Because Jermaine Wood, Charlo is not coming off a 16-month layoff. Charlo's coming off a 4-month layoff if you look at it, because Charlo fights once a year. It's been 16 months since his last fight, so he's only 4 months behind. That's why. Yeah, Kawhi Elliott, if you're a new fighter, it's best to go to top rank because they get you where you need to be. But then once you done made a name for yourself, then you go to PBC. Damn, it's 4:20, man. Give your last shout out, Smoking Bud. It's time for us to go get our Just Do a Boxing.
No, okay. Salute to you, Upper Echelon. Salute to everybody that hopped on the panel. Salute to the chat. Charlo Canelo fight week, man. Let's get it. I got Charlo by decision, but if you stop Canelo late, it is what it is.
All right. And peace and bless to everybody out there, man. I ran a little late. I had some things I wanted to go into, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow, especially if my co-host Keith get up here earlier tomorrow. But peace and bless to everybody. Y'all go check out get your Just Do a Boxing there. All things, my guy, salute. Peace and blessings. Y'all know how we ended. We about to get into it, Plus, I bet y'all probably heard me kind of slurred a little bit. That's my pain pills starting to kick in. I had to take my medicine, so in case y'all was wondering.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought it was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody, kill him. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split him. LPN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat them up, eat them up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sonny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Y'all know what the